going to need them. Now, this story I heard maybe 5-6 years ago, but I heard it again today. And it hit home even more today than it did back then. There was one time a guy, he had 3 friends. One friend was like his best friend. He spent all the time with him. All the time they'd go on vacation together, they'd go to work together, they'd hang out together. Best friend all the time, they were together. Another friend, they weren't as close, but he was with them a bunch of time. The third wasn't really a friend, he was like an acquaintance. He would visit him once in a while. Once in a while, whenever he didn't have anything to do, whenever the first guy was busy, the second guy was away, all right, I'll hang out with the third guy. So this is 3 friends that this guy had. Now one day this guy gets into trouble. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, Baruch Hashem, Satan left. We had technical difficulties. So one day the guy gets in trouble, and he's scared. Why? Because they got into a major problem, and it could be that he can go and actually get death penalty. I had a friend, real life story, was a major executive in a big energy company. Made a fortune, hundreds of millions of dollars. Retired thinking that he's on top of the world. He's in his prime. Has tons of money in the bank, more than what he knows what to do with. One day, he goes to pick up his friend from the airport, because that's apparently what friends do for each other. They pick each other from the airport, even though there's taxis and things you can pay for, but I don't know, for some reason people like to pick up other people from the airport. By the way, if I ever come to your town, don't pick me up from the airport, just, if you want, pay for the cab. It's a complete waste of time to pick up people from the airport. It's double way you waste time, and it doesn't cost any less. You still have to pay toll, you still have to pay parking, you still have to pay gas. I don't know why people do it. But anyway, such is life. People always ask me, oh, can you give me a ride to the airport? No, I'll give you money. I'll give you money for the airport, whatever it costs, I'll pay for the cab, I'll never take you to the airport. No, but what? No chance. Why would I waste 3 hours of my life taking you to the airport? I just got to pay a guy, takes me 30 seconds. You're in the airport. Save myself 3 hours of my life. My 3 hours are worth more than the $50 or $100 that they cost. So anyway, this guy was very, very rich. Apparently didn't have anything to do, so he wanted to pick up his friend from the airport. But on the way to the airport, the guy in front of him stopped short on the highway, and he was going really fast, so he hit him. He hit him in the back, stopped, pulled over, he got hurt, then they go to the front of where the guy is. The guy that stopped short in the highway died. Old man died. Now what's the case? Did he die before he hit him, and that's why he stopped short in the highway? Oh, thank you, Skene Mitzvot. Or did he die from the hit? This was a major case that took millions of dollars, tons of time, and everything was on the line for this guy. So all the money in the world that he had was worthless now. Why? He could spend the rest of his prime years in jail. Because they were trying him for murder. They were trying him for murder. Oh, Baruch Hashem, he got released, everything was good. They determined that the guy died before he hit him. But the point being is that all the money in the world couldn't help him at that point. It was just Hashem deciding whether he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail or not. So this guy that's in the story, we just forgot about the story. We're back in the story now. So this guy that was in danger, on a similar situation. He's in danger, and he calls his friends. First guy calls his best friend, the one he's hanging out with every single day, for years. It's like, hey buddy, listen, I have this big case, I got a trial, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know if they're going to convict me, I don't know if they're going to, I didn't do it, I promise, but I need some support, some moral support. What does his friend say? This best friend, this BFF that he spent all these years with. I'm sorry buddy, I can't go, I'm busy. I can't go. No, but come on, you're my friend, you're my boy. For years we've been together, we're like this. Come with me to the case, I'm not asking you to fight for me. I'm not asking you to give me money. I'm just asking you to just be there for moral support, sit in the court. I'm sorry, buddy, I'm busy, I can't go. What a letdown. This is worse than the case. This is worse than being convicted guilty. So what does he do? Misken. He calls the second guy. The second guy that, he hung out with once in a while. He says, listen, My friend didn't come through. Can you help me out? Can you give me some moral support? Can you come with me to my big case? They may convict me. I may be guilty. I may not leave. It's a problem. What does the second guy say? The second guy says, listen, I can come with you, but all the way to the courtroom. Once you get to the courtroom, I'm leaving. I'm not going inside. I'll give you a ride to the airport. I'll give you a ride to the airport, but I'm not going inside. I'm not flying with you. I'll take it. What are you going to do? I'll take it. But I still need somebody to give me some like chizuk when I'm in the court. I'm crying, something. So what does he do? He calls the guy he hasn't talked to in months. The guy that he was an acquaintance with. Once in a while we'd visit him. Hey, listen, I'm in trouble. Hey, we're in trouble? Where are you? I'll be there. No, I got a case. No problem. I'll be there. Tell me where it is. I'm there. I'll be with you throughout the whole case. I'll even vouch for you. I'll write a letter for you. All of a sudden, this acquaintance that he didn't even know he was friends with is writing letters for him. He's vouching for him. He's fighting for him. Your honor. He's a tzaddik. He didn't do it. What, you know what he did? No, but I know he didn't do it. He's a tzaddik. This guy got the surprise of his life. Best friend didn't show up. The middle guy gave him a ride. The guy that he was like friendly with, is like writing letters on his behalf. Surprise. What's the biggest surprise? The biggest surprise is the story is about us. This entire story is about us. How is it about us? A guy invests all of his time with his best friend. What's his best friend? Money. His job. Every day he chases money. Every day he goes to the drugstore and sells drugs. He goes to the muffler store to sell mufflers. He goes to the diamond store to sell diamonds. And he spends overtime to save for a vacation he's never going to take. And he spends extra time to build a company he doesn't need. And he spends extra time to build another house that he doesn't even want. And he's there overtime and overtime and overtime and overtime. He spends all of his time there. That's the best friend. But on Judgment Day, when a person goes to Shamayim, after 120, a person comes to Shamayim, Hashem says, I'm sorry, you can't bring your money with you. It can't come. What do you have? 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20, 30, 50, 100 million? It all stays behind. You can't bring it with you. All of it stays behind. That extra big house that you just built an extension for stays behind. The big bank account with the 401k next to it stays behind. That's the best friend you spend all your life with, right? Stays behind. It can't come to court with you. Who's the second guy? Second guy gave you a ride. That's the family. Family, you spend a little time with them, an hour here, an hour there, like you're doing them a favor. No, what do you mean? I was home for 8 hours last night. Yeah, but you slept 7.5. You ate dinner, you went to sleep 7.5 hours. You count that as being home? But they're going to give you a ride to where? To the funeral. Someone dies. They're about to meet their maker. What happens before? The body goes to the funeral. They're going to give you a ride to the funeral. It's the least they can do. It's the most they can do. They can't come with you to Shamayim. They can't come with you to Shamayim. But who's your best friend? Who's the guy that's vouching for you? Who's the guy that came through and you didn't even spend any time with him at all? Once in a while you did him a favor. That's Torah. That's mitzvot. Once in a while you did a mitzvah by accident. You created an angel. Once in a while you laid tefillin on time. You know, before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, like on time in the morning when the rest of religious people do it, in the morning. Once in a while you do it right, you get an angel. You get a mamasha, right? An angel. What is he doing in Shamayim? Oh, you're in trouble? I'm writing a letter for you. Why? What happened? He's tzaddik. Hashem is tzaddik. What do you mean tzaddik? Look what this guy... No, Hashem is tzaddik. He's tzaddik. He's vouching for you. That's what this Mishnah is telling you. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov is saying that one that you don't spend any time with, that's who's going to vouch for you. Your money, your family, your friends, your everything else, can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you. Nothing. I heard a story 5-6 years ago. It hit the spot back then, but today it hit more. You know, you repeat. It's one of the things you're supposed to do to learn Torah. You repeat. You go over things. And every single time you go over Torah, the second time is better. The third time is better, and it keeps getting better. That's the beauty of Torah.